I'm used to cold weather, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be lying if I said I've ever fished when it's 6 degrees or 9 degrees.
This is going to be the coldest tournament that I've ever competed in.
I'm used to the cold, but hey, cold is cold. South Carolina cold is different than New Jersey cold, I can tell you that.
Well, there's no doubt. I know I'm mentally tougher than most of them.
These guys, this is the Classic, so all these guys are mentally tough or they wouldn't be here.
I don't know if I'm tougher than most guys. I'm kind of a cold weather weenie sometimes. I don't like cold weather.
I like to think that I'm tougher than some guys, but we'll find out tomorrow if I am or not.
You know, I don't know how much of an advantage. I fished a lot of cold tournaments in my day, but I don't know any have ever been quite this cold.
That's going to be a big mental challenge. Just keep your head in the game from being so cold and having so many layers on and not being able to, to feel and concentrate on what you're doing. Even moving is going to be a task.
It gives me an advantage to the point where, I'm confident fishing under these conditions. I think a lot of guys that don't normally fish in the teens, low teens, they may be a little less confident. So maybe a little bit of advantage. I wouldn't say a big advantage.
If you guys have kept up with some of the outdoor activities that I've done over the last 10 years, with the ESPN Wild rules, the trip down the Mississippi River, my bow hunting in Kansas, I'm prepared to live in the outdoors.
Absolutely, your mental is going to be really important here. You're going to want to, stay on your toes. You don't want to drift off about thinking about cold hands or cold toes. You want to be keeping your mind on the task at hand, putting those fish in the boat, executing, making every bite count.
It is definitely going to be a psychological deal. That cold will take the fight out of you now. If you're not used to that and you're not dressed for it, you're going to find out real quick. So I think it's definitely going to be an advantage over somebody who's not prepared for that.
I think I know how to handle it. I think I know how to dress and prepare myself for the weather we're going to deal with.
The bite's going to be tough. It's going to be slow. You're going to have to really dig down deep and have a lot of self-confidence in what you're doing, not get spun out.
I don't know if it's going to give me an advantage, but I think what I'm going to try to do is remain positive and do the best I can do with the situation and don't let my expectations exceed my limitations on how I can fish and as far as functioning rods and reels. Just kind of be real patient with it.
You're going to have to definitely take it one bite at a time.
If you're not mentally prepared out here for the next couple of days anyway, then I feel like you beat before you even back your boat in the water, and that's the guys that I like to compete against.
But I've got a lot of good clothing, and I got a lot of adrenaline and pumping when the Classic starts, and I've got a lot of purpose and a lot of drive in me to want to win again. And so I tell you, nobody out there will be wanting it more than I do when I start tomorrow morning, that's for sure.